Hi, my name is S3-10. My student ID is OED2937 and I represent the group S3-10. Today I am here to make a video presentation on case study on contract law. First of all, I'd like to thank our lecturer Mr. Charles Fari for providing this opportunity to enhance our understanding in contract law. For the sake of case video presentation, we have taken a question from our textbook. Basically, the case study deals with the sale of a travel agency between Alan, the plaintiff, and the defendant Jen. In the case study, Alan has sold his travel agency to Jen, and during the course of transaction, Alan has sold the turnover of the travel agency worth $500,000. However, he could provide evidence of only $450,000. Despite of that knowledge, Jen accept the terms and condition and agree to buy the travel agency because she believe on herself, and she thinks that her endeavors will rise the travel agency. However, during the course of business, she couldn't realize transaction more than $250,000, and it make impact on the profitability of the business. Here, Jen is looking for the remedy for the loss which she has bear because of the falsified information presented by the Alan. However, in the contract, there is no provision mentioned for the impact of turnover of the business on profitability. Because of that, Alan is not legally binding for his deed. Because of that, the issue here arise in this case. The issue basically deal with the misrepresentation of transaction and its impact on profitability of business. And here, Jen is looking for remedy for the loss which she has bear because of the falsified information. Now here I comes at the presentation of issue. Now my fellow partner Mr. Dinesh Sapkota will further elaborate the rule applied in this case. Thank you.
Thank you, S3-10. Hello everyone, my name is Dinesh Sapkota and my student ID is EMB22938. Today I'm here to present my presentation based on rule applied in this case. Misrepresentation refers to the manipulation of statement which disseminates the falsified information based on the case. Basically, there are two different kinds of misrepresentation. In order to depict the sort of misrepresentation, it is necessary to find the intention of misrepresentation. The two different types of misrepresentation are fraudulent misrepresentation and negligent misrepresentation. In fraudulent, plaintiff can withdraw the contract, and in negligent, plaintiff can withdraw the contract and also can ask for the compensation based on the issue. Thank you.
Wow, Damien.
For further presentation, I would like to call upon Sarat Thapa. Thank you.
Thank you, my friend Dinesh. Myself, Sarat Thapa. Student ID is EMB24147. Now I will further elaborate the rule applied in this case. When it comes to Australian scenario, misrepresentation about goods and services are not allowed. These are restricted. There are certain Australian acts which provide further provision regarding the subject matter, namely Consumption and Consumer Act 2010 accounts misrepresentation as illegal for individuals. Similarly, Schedule 2 of the same act declare fine up to $20,000 for misleading deed. Thank you. Now the rest part will be covered by my friend Saroj Adhikari.
Thank you, Sarat. Myself, Sarat Adhikari, student ID EMB24014, and I'm going to talk about the application of this case study. When we apply the rule of the Allen's deed, it's a case of fraudulent representation. In this scenario, the plaintiff has a right either to cancel the contract or claim for the compensation. Particularly in this case, under common law, Alan's intention is to supply misleading information. Hence, he should be charged under basic of deceit, and the further will be explained by my friend Milan Thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Saroj. Hi, this is Milan Thing. My student ID is EMB 24137. Today I'd like to conclude our presentation. From the scenario, it can be concluded that Alan has intentionally misrepresented Jane, so it is a case of fraudulent misrepresentation. Alan has overstated the transaction by $200,000. In this scenario, under common law, Jane has the right to revoke the contract and claim the compensation. Under Consumer Act 2010, Schedule 2, Alan has to pay $20,000 penalty to Jane. This is all about our presentation. Thank you.
I'm here to make a presentation on our second case study. In this second case study, we have included a case of an investor who is willing to establish a coffee company. Actually, he has discovered a low-cost coffee which will not need for the coffee machine, and he wants to commercialize his idea by establishing a company. He was to name his company Anzac Coffee. During the operation of first year, he expects to have assets of $5 million and a revenue of $10 million. He also expects to employ 20 workers. After the operation of 5 years, he expects to have assets of $13 million and a revenue of $26 million. He also expects to employ 5 full-time employees and 66 part-time employee. Now here the issue is what type of company will be best suited for him to incorporate his company, and will he be able to change his company from private to public limited after 5 years. The question also asks us whether he is eligible to incorporate his company with the name of Anzac Company. Now that's all for the issue portion. Now my fellow partner Mr. Dinesh Sapkota will further elaborate about the rule applied in this case. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Ashish Dital. My name is Dinesh Sapkota, and I would like to continue the rest of the presentation based on the issue of the case. In this case, based on Australia rule, we need to comply with the Corporation Act 2001, the incorporate the company. And investors may register a company with any name unless the name is not identical with an existing company. Further, the company will not be registered if it does not meet the requirement of ASIC section 147.4 of the Corporations Act 2004 defines the provision. Now I'd like to call upon Mr. Sarat Thapa to continue with the further case. Thank you.
Now I would like to continue the rule applied in this case. The section 162 of the Corporation Act of 2001 provide provision for changing the type of company over a time. The company can be privately or publicly owned. It is defined under section 45A(1) of Corporation Act 2001. Under this act, proprietary companies should meet some criteria. The first one is assets should be amount less than 12.5 million within a year, and the second one is having less than 50 workers, and the third one is having revenue less than 25 million in a year. There are also other provision for changing public company into private or vice versa. Thank you. Now the rest part will be more elaborated by my friend Saroj. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarat. Hi, myself Sarat Digari, and I am going to talk about the application regarding this case. After the application of rules, the company can be incorporated as proprietary company. In first year, the company has net worth of $5 million. The amount is below $205 million. Hence, it can be incorporated as a proprietary company. The revenue of the company is also eligible for proprietary company. The number of employees are also less than 50. After the fifth year, the performance of company meets the criteria of large proprietary company. Thus, it can be changed to public limited company. So far, in case of name NZAC can be allowed by ASIC, since the name is not identical with other company, and the further case will be explained by my fellow friend Milan Thing. Thank you.
Thank you, Saroj. Now I'd like to conclude our presentation. Finally, it can be concluded that the investor can register companies within the ASIC and diverse company. The investor has outs to develop the company. The best suit for the company is proprietary company. The company can also be changed into public company after 5 years since it meets the criteria of public limited company. The company can also be named as Anzac Coffee. However, the Crown may disallow the name since the name is used for honoring the fallen military. This is the end of our presentation. Thank you so much.